All right, let's dive straight into this explainer. Imagine carrying the weight of an entire football-crazed nation on your shoulders. That was Argentina heading into the 2026 World Cup. Today, we're going to unpack a journey that was equal parts historic, exhausting, and incredibly emotional for football fans all around the globe. So here's our roadmap for today. We're looking at their quest for consecutive titles, the heartbreak in the final, a crucial injury blow, Messi's final chapter, what's next for Scaloni, and finally, rebuilding the next generation. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. Quest for consecutive titles, defending the crown.
Okay, so the crucial number here is 36. That's the 36-year World Cup title drought they spectacularly broke back in Qatar in 2022. Heading into North America for the 2026 tournament, they had this profound historical mission on their hands, becoming the first back-to-back champions in over half a century. I mean, not since Brazil in 1962 had a nation pulled this off. Think about how wild that is. The pressure on these guys was absolutely astronomical. And then we have the number 6. This really shows you the historic stakes on an individual level. Lionel Messi entered North America making his record-breaking 6th World Cup appearance. 6! It's just a staggering achievement of longevity and sustained excellence. Actually, it's an honor he shares with literally only 2 other players in the entire history of the sport, his arch-rival Cristiano Ronaldo and the iconic Mexican goalkeeper Guillermo Ochoa.
To chase this monumental back-to-back dream, manager Lionel Scaloni named an incredibly powerful 26-player roster, totally anchored by the star-studded veteran core. We're talking absolute heavyweights like Emiliano Martinez in goal, Nicolas Otamendi and Nicolas Tagliafico holding down the defense, and Leandro Paredes alongside Rodrigo de Paul in the midfield, all there to support Messi. This was that trusted foundation, the heart of La Scaloneta, that had already delivered continental glory for them in 2021 and 2024.
Moving on to Section 2, the heartbreak in the final, clash against Spain. So, this match, it was a tense, grueling battle of attrition. Right out of the gate in the 5th minute, Spain applied massive pressure, and Lamine Yamal forced a crucial save. Then, right before the half, a brutal blow for the defense. Lisandro Martinez had to be subbed out due to injury. Fast forward to stoppage time, and tensions completely boiled over, with Enzo Fernández seeing red, leaving Argentina a man down. And then, well, the ultimate heartbreak hit in the 106th minute when Ferran Torres buried the extra-time winner. When you look at the stats, they tell a pretty staggering story of how Spain completely stifled Argentina. Look at the shots before extra time. Argentina, a team that literally fired in 19 goals on their way to this final, was denied a single attempt on goal until extra time. Spain's deep, determined defense basically starved Lionel Messi of the opportunity to conjure up any of that magic we'd seen in the previous rounds. Section 3. A crucial injury blow. Martinez limps off. Let's zoom in on a specific moment from that final timeline, because when Lisandro Martinez clutched his right thigh and limped off just before halftime, it immediately set off alarm bells. And not just for Argentina's backline that night, but for his Premier League club, Manchester United. He had picked up a yellow card earlier for a tactical foul on Mikel Oyarzabal, and you could really see the high-intensity pressing of the match taking its physical toll on him. Now, he bravely stayed out there to collect his runners-up medal without crutches or a boot, but the coaching staff over at Old Trafford is facing an incredibly anxious wait for medical scans. They need to assess potential muscular tear or ligament damage in that right thigh. Martinez has really established himself as a vital leader for the Red Devils' defense, so a prolonged absence would leave a massive void right as United is gearing up for their highly anticipated new season. Section 4. Messi's final chapter. End of a legendary era. As the dust settles on the physical toll of that final, we really have to confront the emotional reality here. Look at this poignant reflection straight from Messi's own Instagram. It really hits hard. At an age where most players are long retired, he was still out there producing dazzling performances. But notice how his main takeaway wasn't about the trophies. It was about the entire journey, sharing everyday life with this specific group. It's just a beautiful reminder of the human element behind all those superhuman stats. At 39 years old, the legendary captain made it definitively clear that this 2026 tournament is the final chapter of his World Cup story. When people asked about a potential return for the 2030 World Cup, especially since Argentina is slated to host an opening match, he firmly shut it down. He entirely ruled it out. So he bows out as a bona fide legend, his legacy totally cemented as the greatest footballer of all time, even without securing that second consecutive crown. Section 5. What is next for Scaloni? Contract extension?
With the captain stepping away, attention immediately pivots to the mastermind on the sidelines. Just look at the incredible resume Lionel Scaloni has built. When he took charge back in 2018 on an interim basis, he had absolutely zero professional head coaching experience. None. He inherited a national team that hadn't won a major trophy since 1993. Yet, he completely rebuilt their identity, brought in this dominant possession style, and led them to victory in every single final they played in, right up until this clash with Spain.
But fortunately for the fans, there's some good news. AFF President Tapia confirmed ongoing talks for a contract renewal that would keep Scaloni and his staff on board through 2030. They have a verbal agreement in place, which is huge because it provides some desperately needed stability as they head into this next World Cup cycle. Which brings us to Section 6, rebuilding the next generation, bridging the gap. If Scaloni stays, his immediate task is going to be absolutely monumental. There is a stark contrast right now between the old guard and the new blood. Just to put it in perspective, Argentina started this World Cup with an average squad age of 29.1 years. That made them the 11th oldest team out of all 48 participants. So with guys like the 38-year-old Otamendi retiring and veterans like Tagliafico and Messi aging out, Scaloni has to urgently integrate the rising core. We're talking about players like 21-year-olds Nico Paz and Valentin Barco and the highly rated 18-year-old Franco Mastantuono to really bring that average age down. Now, if you're an Argentina fan stressing about the future, this mid-20s backbone right here is your silver lining. This is the group fully expected to anchor Argentina's post-Messi era. You've got elite players transitioning into their prime, like Lisandro Martinez and Christian Romero at 28, alongside this super dynamic midfield and attack featuring McAllister, Alvarez, Fernandez, and Almada. This is the new core Scaloni will be building around for the future. And ultimately, as we wrap up this explainer, this is the profound question the entire football world is asking. Can Argentina remain a global powerhouse without Lionel Messi? They've got the pedigree, for sure. They have the young talent waiting in the wings and a proven manager. But seriously, how do you replace the gravity of the greatest player of all time? It's a challenge unlike any other. And honestly, watching them try to answer it over these next few years is going to be absolutely fascinating.